This lecture is on the topic of Cripps Mission 1942 and Quit India movement launched by Congress in 1942, and we will also review the response of All India Muslim League to the Quit India movement and Cripps Mission. Why was Cripps Mission sent to India and what was its major purpose and its suggestions? Was it a success or failure? These are three important questions. Let's start from the first. Why was it sent? The British government was facing World War II. The European and their allies had divided into two groups. One is known as Axis forces led by Hitler and German forces. The second, who were contesting the war against Germany, being led by Winston Churchill, the Prime Minister of Great Britain, and they are known as allies or allied forces. So Western Europe was on the side of Great Britain, and Germany was on the other side. In the beginning, the German, the Japanese, Spain, Italy, who were in the Axis forces, they fell upon the Western allies very heavily, and they almost defeated them on different fronts. In 1942, Japanese had entered into Myanmar, at that time known as Burma. So the Japanese forces, the allies of Great Germany, was knocking at the door of India on its eastern border. This was the time when the British needed the support of the Indians, Muslims and Hindus during this war. So the government of Churchill sent a mission under the leadership of Lord Stafford Cripps, who was a minister, to India to give them a proposal for self-rule that might be implemented at the end of the Second World War. However, the British proposals were stringed to a condition for support during World War II. So Sir Stafford Cripps landed in India in March 1942. He met with the local Indian national leaders. Gandhi met him, Jinnah met him, Nehru, Sikh Central Committee's leader met him. He tried to convince them that British government needed your support, and at the end of the war we would give maximum concessions and self-rule to the British. The important proposals of Cripps Mission. Point 1. Sir Stafford Cripps and his mission suggested that at the end of the war, a Union of India would be set up with dominion status. Second, the Legislative Assembly of the Union of India would be set up representing the British Indian provinces and princely states. Any province of the Union could opt out from the Union after remaining the part of the Union for 10 years. The last point is the most important. The Governor General or Viceroy of India would work as the head of the armed forces, and all the affairs of the India would remain under his control until the war came to an end. So when war would end, then the promises of dominion status, Union of India, its parliament, autonomy to the provinces was to be given. And he also wrote a proposal that Indians must accept all these proposals in its totality or reject in its totality. So Sir Cripps did not leave any room for Indians to make any suggestion. He very clearly presented it to the Gandhi to Gandhi and the All Indian National Congress, Jinnah and Muslim League, that accept all the proposals are rejected. So when these proposals were published and the reaction of the political parties was Congress totally rejected it because they were hoping that Japanese would conquer India and they would come as liberator. Gandhi had stirred this thinking in the minds of the people. And Gandhi's comment on Cripps' mission is still remembered in history. He said, a post-dated check on the name of a failing bank, unquote. He said the British are like the bankrupt bank which could not pay the money and they are trying to convince us for giving us a blank check. So the Congress rejected it. Muslim League passed a resolution that although there is a silver line for Muslims, that any province or groups of province could opt out or left the union. However, self-rule had not been granted, so they also rejected it. So Cripps' mission could not make a success and it failed. After the failure of Cripps' mission, now in 1942, Gandhi floated the idea of non-cooperation and civil disobedience movement to the Congress Central Committee, and he said that the behavior of the British government has filled his mind with pain. In August 1942, the committee allowed Mr. Gandhi to launch civil disobedience. So he started civil disobedience or Satyagraha again with the name of Quit India, Hindustan Chhod Do, and it got violent even. In Gujranwala, the British army had to make airstrike on the protesters. Machine guns were used. Gandhi was swiftly arrested and put into prison, and the British government handled it very strictly, and they overcame this Quit India movement. When Gandhi was raising the slogan and forcing the British to quit India, Mr. Jinnah also launched the Muslim mass contact campaign, and his slogan was divide and go. So this campaign of All India Muslim League and the slogan and the narrative of divide and go reflects the mind of the Muslims, that they were afraid of the hegemonic role of Congress in India. They had already bitter experience of 1937 and 30 to 39, the Congress rule. So Jinnah made it clear to the British and sent a very clear message to the British government that if you would quit India and transferred power to Congress, it would be havoc to the Muslims. So he did not allow them to play havoc to the interests of the Muslims, which were the second largest Muslim community. Therefore, he advised them that divide India on the basis of the Pakistan resolution and quit. However, this Quit India movement could not become a success. The conclusion of this brief analysis of Cripps' mission is, Cripps' mission came to gain the support and help of the Indians during World War II, but Gandhi refused to offer them because he was at that time at the peak and was known as Bapuji or Mahatma Gandhi. League also followed in their footsteps. It did not give them any room. Quit India movement was another effort of non-cooperation movement that again failed, and Indian could not win the freedom, and Gandhi put them into problem. Jinnah, who was a constitutionalist and who always dealt with British in the terms in reference of the constitutional uh, rooms and grounds. So he made his efforts to convince the British that quit India but divide it. So important question are, why was Cripps mission sent? Its important proposals, was it a success or failure? It was a failure. And was Quit India movement a success? No, it was failure. Was the gulf between Indians and Muslims widened? Yes, that has widened a lot, and now the situation becoming very vivid for the Indian Muslims and Hindus and the British, that no solution without partition. So in the next 2 or 3 lectures we would sum up this topic of history of Pakistan from 1857 to 1947. Keep on subscribing Dr. Nasir Sen on YouTube. Thank you.